Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Adventure SG. So let's do another fantastic word problem on fraction. The reason I've chosen this question is because a lot of my students get stuck on these kind of questions. So let's start with reading the question first. Monica had some money. After spending $200 on a bag and 2 by 7 of her remaining money on a skirt, she had 1 by 3 of the total amount of money left. How much money did she have at first? So for these kind of question, it's always good to read the question at least 2 to 3 times to understand what is happening, right? So here what we have is there is a girl Monica. She has some money and she has went on a shopping spree and she has spent $200 on a bag. Okay, $200 on a bag and 2 by 7 of her remaining money on a skirt. Remaining money is important. Okay, means after spending $200 on a bag, whatever is left, whatever is remaining out of that, right? So she divide, you can divide that money into 7 equal parts, and then out of that 2 part out of 7 she spent on skirt. Don't worry, we'll be drawing a model going forward, so just listen. So she had, and then after that, after buying the skirt, she had 1 by 3 of the total amount of money left. Means at the end, after buying the bag and the skirt, the amount of money she is left was 1 by 3 of the total amount of money she had at first. Okay, she had at first. Now our job is to find how much money did she have at first. Okay, so we have to find out how much money she was having. Okay, now let's start with drawing the model. So okay, let's draw a big one. Maybe this much. Okay, so let's say Monica is having this much money. This is the total amount of money she is having, and let's say she has spent $200 on a bag, right? So let's say she has spent this much on a bag, right? So that's $200. Okay, and then if she has spent $200 on the bag, right? So let's say this is her $200 and this she has spent on a bag. Okay, so this she has spent on a bag, right? Now this is the remaining money, right? As I said before, after buying the bag, this is what is left is the remaining amount of money. Now out of this remaining amount of money, she has spent 2 by 7 on a skirt. That means, since here the denominator here is 7, right? That means this remaining amount of money, we have to divide it into how many parts? Yes, in 7 parts. So let's do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can count here, there are 7 parts. So let's write quickly the units. So there are basically 7 equal units, right? Out of these 7, right, she spent 2 unit of her remaining money on skirt. So let's show it in our model. Okay, so that's for her skirt. Okay, and then this all is left. Okay, this much is left. So let's show it. Okay, so this is left, this is the left amount, and you can clearly see here this is how many units. The left amount is how many units? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right, so we can show it here, we can highlight it. Okay, so that's clear. So basically the left amount is 5 units, right? This is 5 units. So far what we have shown in our model is that Monica has spent $200 on a bag and 2 by 7 of the remaining money on the skirt, right? And at the end she is left with 5 unit of money, right? 5 unit of money. Now what else we have? From the question we have that she had 1 by 3 of the total amount of money left. Okay, 1 by 3 of the total amount. So let's say this is let's say her total amount of money, right? We can show it like this, that okay, at the end she's left with 1 by 3 of the money, right? Of the total amount of money, right? She's left with 1 by 3 of her money, right? That means how much she has spent. If she is left with 1 by 3 of her money, how much she has spent, right? It's 2 by 3. 2 by 3 she has spent on the bag and the skirt. If some of you have problem getting how do we get 2 by 3, it's very simple. Just minus 1 by 3, right, which is the left fraction, right, from the whole, right, you will get 2 by 3. Okay, so this is how you get it. So basically from here we know that okay, she is left with 1 by 3 of a total amount of money at the end. That also tells us that she has spent 2 by 3 of the money, right? And where she spent it, see here, this is the spent amount, right? So what can we write here, right? We know that, okay, we know that 1 by 3 of a money is equal to 5 units, right? So let's write it. Let's write this information, right? 1 by 3 of the money is equal to how many units? It's 5 unit, right? Sorry, it's unit. Okay, U, right? You can see here, right? The left amount is equal to 5 unit, and we know that the left amount is also 1 by 3 of a total amount of money. So we can write 1 by 3 of a money is 5 units. Then how much will be 2 by 3 of her money which she has spent, right? So 2 by 3 of her money, okay, 2 by 3 of her money would be obviously twice of it, right? So it will be 2 times 5 unit, that will give you 10 units, right? That means she has spent 10 units on bag and the skirts. So let's show it here. Okay, let's quickly show it here. So this is what she has spent on bag and the skirt, right? So this is what she has spent, right? Now from the model, right, it's very clear that she has spent 10 units on the bag and the skirt. And from here we can see that how much she has spent on the skirt. She has spent 2 units, right? She has spent 2 units on the skirt, right? So from here we can easily say that okay, 10 units minus 2 unit, which will give you 8 units. 8 unit is spent on the bag, right? Because the bag and skirt total is 10 unit. Out of 10 units, 2 unit is spent on the skirt. That means 10 minus 2, 8 unit is spent on the bag, right? So 8 unit is for the bag. And we know that the cost of the bag was $200, right? The cost of the bag was $200. So from here we can say 8 unit should be $200. So how much will be 1 unit? 1 unit will be 200 divided by 8, right? That will give you 25. Okay, so 1 unit is 25. So once you get 1 unit, how much is 1 unit? Let's read the final question, right? How much money did she have at first, right? We have to find out how much money, what was the total amount of money she was having at first. So from here, right, from here you can see clearly from the model that the total amount of money she had is 10 units plus 5 units. 10 units she spent on bag and the skirt, and she was left with another 5 units at the end. So the total money she was having, so total money she was having is how much? 10 unit plus 5 unit. You can also write it directly, 15 units from here, right? So since we know 1 unit is 25, so 15 unit would be 15 times 25, right? And that will give you 375. Okay, 375. So let's write our final answers quickly. Okay, so Monica had $375 at first, right? So that's the solution of this question. Hope you liked it. Keep watching and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.